I'm currently 9-5 on free bets of the week. Last week, my free bet of the week was Magomed Ankalaev and Marab in a two-leg parlay. Unfortunately, Ankalaev ended up getting smoked by Pereira in round one. Now, I completely did not expect that. Maybe I was underestimating Pereira, maybe I was overestimating Ankalaev. Honestly, the tape study didn't tell me that, and that was just a really bad bet based on that fight. Now this week I have a free play. It's another two-leg parlay, and I'm pretty confident this one cashes. And if you want to access all of my bets, click the Discord link in bio and let's make some money on UFC Rio. Now let's get into some of the considerations for the free bet of the week. Now Volta Walker money line, as you can see, that was the original free bet of the week. I thought Volta Walker was probably the biggest lock on the entire card. He was taking on Muhammad Usman, who I think Walker would have been able to take down and get another round one submission. And even on the feet, Muhammad Usman is just really not a good fighter. And I expected Volta Walker to be way bigger than Usman, to have the power, athleticism. And I thought he could out-grapple him if he wanted to and even knock him out on the feet. So I was going to go with Volta Walker, but Muhammad Usman pulled out. He knew he was about to get smoked. And if you saw Volta Walker on the weigh-in, he was pretty fired up after that. Now, another consideration for free bet of the week was Julia Palastria taking on Carolina, who Carolina is 40 years old. She's declining, and she has shown toughness, but I think this could be her last fight in the UFC. Julia has had an up and down run in the UFC, but in her last fight against Lupi Godinez, her striking and pressure really impressed me, and I think she's growing as a fighter, and I think she's one of the safest locks on the entire card. Ultimately, I didn't go for her because at her minus 500 price tag, I didn't love it, and you never know with WMMA. Now, for leg one of the official free bet of the week, we're going with Joel Alvarez money line to get it done against Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque is aged goods in my opinion. He's took a lot of damage throughout his career, and I don't think he's the same fighter. And even if this was a prime Luque, I think he's way too plotty. He does not move his head. He eats way too much damage against Joel Alvarez, who has a 100% finish rate when he wins. He marches forward. He's big, long, and he has power, and he has a lot of different tools on the feet. I think he's going to pressure Luque, land his shots, and find a finish early in this fight. Now leg two, we're going with Vitor Petrino money line against Thomas Peterson. Thomas Peterson is your typical fat heavyweight, but he has some decent wrestling. But Vitor Petrino also has very high level grappling, and I think Vitor is a better grappler than Thomas Petrino with that light heavyweight skill. And he is also bigger than Thomas Peterson, who is a natural heavyweight. And on the feet, this is not even close. Vitor Petrino should be able to knock out Thomas Peterson. Thomas Peterson is pretty slow. His hands aren't very good. He lacks power, and Vitor Petrino has absolute nukes in his hands. I know Vitor Petrino has slipped up in the past before. He dived into a guillotine against Anthony Smith. He got knocked out against Dustin Jacoby at the end of the fight. But I think up at heavyweight, he's going to keep beating these guys until you get him into the top 5. Then I might have to bet against him. Now this two-leg parlay is at around minus 195 odds or $1.52 for the Australian bettors like myself. And I think this is about as safe as you're going to get on this UFC Rio card. And remember, if you want all of my bets, click the Discord link in bio or comment Discord down below, and I'll add you to the Discord, and let's make you some money. Let's go.